On my first visit to the Pleasure Island theme park in Cleethorpes, owner Melanie Wood was struggling to keep the park going.
We've managed to survive one bad year. I wouldn't like to make any predictions at this point, but you know, to survive 2 years like that would be very, very difficult.
It's been 4 months since I was last here, and with the crucial school holidays now in full swing, I'm back to see if the park can be saved. Hello, Bill.
Good morning.
How lovely to see you again.
Thanks for coming.
But we've had this lovely heat wave. Surely that has been of some help to you.
The weather was lovely, certainly, you know, for the 2 middle weeks of July. Unfortunately, that's not when certainly the English schools were off.
And since the school holidays have begun, the mixed weather has so far failed to draw the crowds. And what are your finances like? Are you even covering the costs of just keeping the park open?
We are, you know, a good £120,000 down on last year.
It's a fairly big sum.
It is.
It means that the summer holidays are now critical to you.
Absolutely. 60% of my business happens during the summer holidays, so really it's now or never.
The park's been in Melanie's family for 20 years. In its heyday, 35,000 people visited every week, but that's plummeted to just 10,000 in recent times. And Melanie's not the only one who's worried. The town's other tourist attractions depend on the park to bring in paying customers.
It's a major attraction here, and we all rely on it.
The pleasure park's really important to Cleethorpes. You know, it provides a huge amount of inward investment to the resort.
And Pleasure Island is doing well. I think the whole resort's doing well.
And without him, we'd lose a lot of customers, to be honest with you.
So far, Melanie struggled to get financial help from the banks, and she's been forced to prop up the business with her personal savings.
I get really cross, really, because there's all this support, financial, you know, funds, grants, whatever, for businesses that are new and setting up. Very little help and support for established businesses.
You can't keep this going forever. At some point, you're going to run out of money.
Absolutely. And it comes to the point where, you know, enough is enough.
With almost £1 million of savings tied up in the park, the whole family is feeling the pressure.
It's not just about me, it's about the children, and you know, the fact that my dad started this, it's a family thing, very much a family thing.
You hear your mum talk about the park. Do you worry about it?
I do. I ask her and I email her if there's any school bookings in each day and how she's doing.
When you've got this kind of commitment, this kind of emotional and financial attachment to anything, you can't just cut off. So it's 52 weeks a year.
Melanie's not giving up yet. She hopes a new 4D cinema attraction could save the day, but it won't come cheap.
The fourth dimension is the motion, the sensory stimulation. You have all sorts going on in the films. There can be water, steam, heat. The beauty of this, of course, is that second year you can have a different film. So, in effect, you've kind of got a new attraction.
And how much would this set her back?
The one that Melanie's looking at will be around £150,000.
That's a lot of money, Melanie, particularly when things aren't great at the moment.
It's all about keeping our customers interested, keeping our customers coming back. You know, whilst even when things aren't so good, you still have to, you know, consider this.
But before any more money is spent, a tough decision will have to be made about the future.
There has to be an end to it. You know, you can't keep throwing good money after bad, but the emotional attachment to the park has probably made us invest more than anybody else would have done.
How close are you to giving serious thought to closure?
It's not really something that I'm going to think about until I have to. You know, we've got 4 or 5 weeks in front of us whereby, you know, everything could change, and that's what we have to hope and pray for, and that's what we're working towards.
I'll be back at Pleasure Island later in the year to see how the crucial summer season went and to find out whether the park has a future.